Hi, this is Janae, and I am back with my 2013 Project Life kind of beginnings, and just kind of just tiny things I'm going to tweak for 2013 and in my Project Life. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the album. The album is a American Crafts album. I got it at Hobby Lobby, so I used a 40% off coupon. It's just brown and it's got some of these white flowers on the side. I haven't put a picture in here yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be a picture or some sort of something. So something will go there. Just haven't gotten that far in life yet. And it's a fabric covered album. So, like you saw before, I got the Studio Calico um, Project Life kit. So that's what I used. And so it's going to look pretty similar to anybody else, I guess, who got that kit also, with a couple things I tweaked. But one of the first things that I changed for this, for 2013, or one of the things I want to change, is that I got these dividers now from Becky Higgins, and at the top it says the month. And I'm not sure what collection these are from, but I got them because I like the color. Um, and just to kind of help divide, because in my last year I didn't quite, you know, obviously I'm not doing it every single day. Some, like I said before, some days have more than others, but I still want to keep the months at least together, and I wasn't doing that before. I think that'll make it just a little bit easier, and I think these tabs will help. So, just to help me separate, okay, just go the, all of January is together, instead of kind of mixing them, because I had no transition in the last album. So that's one of the things I definitely changed. Um, also, I'm not buying any Becky Higgins kits because it's just not practical. I get bored of them. I get bored really easily with certain repetitive product. So I'm just trying to work through this Clementine one because I bought it last year, so I got to get through it. But I think I'm really going to like the Studio Calico kit. So here's my title page, or first page, I guess. Um, just like everybody else who got the kit. Of course, I had to put that there. There's a picture of my husband and I. This is from last summer. So right now we haven't taken any. I want a summer picture there. I know I'm kind of weird, but I want a sunny summer picture there. So I will switch out this picture probably mid-year. For right now, this is the placeholder. So that's us in Florida. And of course, here's that geotag card. And then this is the month card here, and then I just use these little arrows that came in the kit, and then that make something today, transparency. So right there, I put that in, just kind of cut it down to 3x4, and I used the Our Story card, and I typed on there just basically saying that I decided to do it again and why. I decided to do Project Life again and why. I didn't describe what Project Life is because that's in the first album, but just a little spiel about how I decided to do it again. And this is one of the little cameras I cut out from that My Favorite Things MFT die. So I stuck that there. Here, I did snapshots. I put in that card, and then I just used the stamp set. And this says New Year, New Memories. And at the top, it says the same thing. So I just kind of stamp those there. Here, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it is, this whole card is from Studio Calico, but this is in white wood grain, and I actually cut out the state of Tennessee, and I put in the little geotag thing that came in the same kit with these, to say where we are in the state of Tennessee, and it's in white grain, or wood white grain, there you go, paper, and I actually cut that out with my Cricut. I know, don't fall off your chairs. I dusted off the Cricut. I have the 50 states cartridge, and I cut out the state of Tennessee. And you know what? I actually liked it. I didn't have to pull out my computer. It was super easy to use. After you've been using the Silhouette and you go back to the Cricut, you realize how easy the Cricut was to use. So yeah, I think I'll hold on to my Cricut. I do love the Silhouette, but yeah, I'll hold on to it. So there it is. Let's see if I can get there's my title page. So nothing overly fancy. Like I said, if you get too fancy sometimes it just takes forever and you lose your drive. Okay, so let's start off with the first day of 2013. Um, I'm a little crazy, so you'll understand why I said that in a while after you see me explain this. I use some seen and noted paper. This is myself and one of my husband's cousins, first cousins, who was also at that wedding. Um, and this is how the story goes from El Studio. Use some thickers to say on our, and Way is using, I think those are simple story letters. there, and seen a note of paper and stamped the date. And down here kind of describes the journaling up there, which I need to put an arrow there, I think. And here is where I stamped Ali Edwards stamp, and it says defining moments in my life. I love that stamp set. It's the new one I just got. I showed in one of my previous hauls. I love it. I just left that transparency there. Again, that's another January calendar. And then here is a just a filler card I made using the Ali Edwards stamp set and the stamp set that came in the kit for Project Life Studio Calico. Up here is a picture of, yes, that would be people on a frozen lake digging a hole, cutting a hole out in the lake, and then skimming the ice off the top of the water in their parkers. And what that is when I say on our way, I did the polar plunge for New Year's Day with my brother-in-law and my husband's cousin. I guess she's my cousin too. In Minnesota. It was at the time when we got out there, it was 5 below zero, and we jumped into a frozen lake. So that was the day they were prepping it. I think this was the day before. So this might have been the 31st. They had posted this picture on Facebook of them prepping the ice. So down here is us getting ready to jump into the water. My husband was there, and my husband's aunt was there. So her mom, Nicole's mom, was there, and my best friend, who you saw, and her son Jared were there, and yeah, the news was there. So we, like a bunch of crazy people, jumped in that very cold water. So there's us getting ready to jump, and there we are in the water. It was pretty cold. Your body instantly kind of goes into shock. So I can't really tell you what it felt like. Yeah, it was cold, but I can't really tell you much more than that, because you're literally, your body wants to move. Your mind is telling your body to move, and your body's just not moving. But there are firemen standing at the end. You have to jump in, and you have to go. And in that picture, you can't see it, but you have to go underneath this rope. So you have to do a full submerge, like head underwater deal in this frozen lake. But the firemen are at the end, and they hold out poles that you can grab on, and they kind of drag you out, or you just kind of swim to the end and they put their hand out and they lift you out of the water. Um, and then it's over. Then you get a certificate and you do it again next year. So, which I probably will if we go back home for a visit at Christmas time. So there it is. I did the polar plunge. This says this is the best adventure, and this is El Studio. And this paper, I want to say, is Darling uh, Darling Deer Studio Calico, I think. And then this Oh Snap is from an old Studio Calico kit. So there's that there. And then, and I'm not completely, I'm still like probably 2 weeks behind for January, but I'll get it caught up. So here is using some of my mind's eye paper. And then it says all using some, I think they're Pebbles black letters. And then done is in, I think they are Jelly Bean Soup letters. And then this is an Ali Edwards stamp. And there's us at the end, out of the water, in our robes, still outside. I was freezing, but my husband wanted to get a picture. And then that's just a filler card from the kit. I'll probably put something on there. I don't know what yet, but there's just a filler card. Then I went over to my best friend's house, Maria. She was the witch in the last album. And there's us eating dinner. Her husband just made us like literally a massive piece of steak each. No sides, just steak. So there's a picture, and her head's cut off because we had Jared take the picture, and he's 7, and having a 7-year-old actually take a good picture was not going to happen. But I think it's fun because, I journal a little bit about it, that he took the picture. And there it is, steak. My husband that day on the first headed out to Alaska. And so he sent me this picture of him in the Seattle airport, and it was actually a video, but I also did the picture. And then I stamped out these camera stamps using those wooden, these little stamps there. And that's also in my mind's eye paper. Put an arrow, put a tab, and then on here it says he said. And so there it is. And here is Jared playing Xbox in his bedroom, and I just said sweet boy. And Sweet is using, I'm not sure what those, I think they might be basic gray letters, but those are thickers, black thickers. And then there he is. And use some washi at the top and the bottom, that green washi, and a little Studio Calico heart, and stamp the date. Here it says steak, so with the arrow going up, so that describes steak. It's dinner, and its dinner is in those October afternoon letters. Steak, I actually stamped out using that Close to My Heart stamp set that I showed in the last haul, which I love that stamp set. And then I put some washi. And then here is a Studio Calico card that came in the kit, and I put some arrows. Those are that sticker sheet from the sticker sheet here, and did the journaling, and it goes over to here, which is I don't know if you've ever flown Southwest. This is the day I returned back to Tennessee. My husband was in Alaska now at this point. I don't know if you've ever flown Southwest, but if you do, they give you your napkin that they give you with your drink. On the other side of it is actually, and I don't know if you can really see that, but it's an actual map of the United States. And so I always keep it because I think it's kind of fun. And then I use that same punch out with the plane, and I did a tiny little line to dotted line to show where I was flying from to. And then Jet Set is a Studio Calico stamp, and I use some washi here, and this says journey and the date. And this journaling actually says that my flight was delayed and I had a head cold and then my eardrum blew, and yeah, it was just all very sad. But I made it home. So that's where I am so far with my 2013 Project Life. I am still enjoying it. Such a great project. And you know, it gives me a lot of more freedom with my regular scrapbooking, because then I don't feel so pressured to do chronological, because at least it's all in here. So if you have any Project Life questions, want to know more about kind of my process, just kind of let me know, and I will hopefully have some answers for you. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye bye.